Fortnite is finally saved. From the iShowSpeed collab everyone's waited for, to the Megazord event, Fortnite is betting big on these updates that'll bring players back. And it all starts with the next giant mythic transformation. Because in less than 1 week, we'll be able to turn into Megazord. You see, the Power Rangers have been here all season, but now we've got the chance to summon them. In the past few days, the community has been working together to complete quests, bringing each ranger to the island as an NPC. And once it's complete, it is Mighty Morphin time as they turn into Megazord. Just like previous boss transformations, it'll make you massive as you stomp across the island, but we don't yet know if it'll let all 4 members of your squad control it. We do know you'll still have unique powers to take on half the lobby that'll be fighting you. Obviously, defeat is inevitable, but when that does happen, the powers don't stop, because whoever dealt the most damage will be awarded this medallion. It is currently set to scan the area, pinging enemies just like Emma Frost's. And well, that's just next week. Epic has also revealed a brand new feature players have been waiting years for, and it's coming next month. For so long, we have been begging for a way to buy smaller amounts of V-Bucks, or simply pay for the extra few hundred you might need for a skin. We had a glimpse of this feature in the scrapped Reload V-Bucks, which only released in a few countries before being discontinued and never seen again. So, what's next? Well, Epic has now announced that starting October 14th, we'll get a new option in the menu, exact V-Bucks, which lets it top off just enough to buy the item you're looking for. Obviously, it's more value to go for the higher packs, but this option will mean players who are as little as 50 off will be able to spend just $1 rather than having to fork out an extra 10. So because of this new change, Epic will also be rounding up everyone's balance. If you've got an odd amount of V-Bucks, maybe thanks to Save the World or some weird glitch, your balance will now be rounded up to the nearest 50. You'll need it to spend them on the upcoming Sonic collab. It is finally happening and fans are freaking out, so here's what you need to know. Currently, the only thing confirmed for the crossover is kicks, which is very disappointing, but that doesn't mean there isn't more to it. You see, Sega has officially partnered with Puma to release 3 brand new pairs of shoes, one for Sonic, Shadow, and Tails. These aren't even out in real life yet, but they drop on October 30th, so we could expect to see them arrive in game around the same time. Here's where the hope isn't lost. Rocket League will also be getting a collab with the Blue Hedgehog, bringing new vehicle decals, wheels, and more. Hopefully, we can expect to see them transfer over. I mean, no way Epic would fumble such a beloved collab by just adding shoes in a car, so we'll have to wait and see. At least we know we're getting the Blade Blaster real soon. Everyone forgot about this thing after the first day of the season because it didn't drop from the start, but the Megazord update will also give us this new pistol. Thanks to the latest patch, we now have more info about it, telling us that it has 2 modes, either shooting fast, low damage blast when hip firing, or slower exploding rounds when aiming down sights. Yes, it is effectively the Stark rifles with an explosive twist. It'll have a base damage of 39 and double when you hit a headshot, and then fire 4 bullets a second, so I can't wait to try this one out. I also can't wait for the chance to unlock old Battle Pass rewards. For years, people have been begging Epic to bring back old passes, and while it's still never gonna happen due to exclusivity, they are asking players if they'd like to claim rewards they missed. What does that mean? So, in a recent survey, they asked us about the crew subscription, if we like it, and new bonuses they could include, and one of those options was a way to claim previously unclaimed Battle Pass cosmetics. Now, this wouldn't bring back old exclusives, but instead give players who bought the pass back then a chance to redeem and unlock tiers they might have missed, and that will be a perk for subscribing to the crew. Obviously, it's a theoretical addition, but we have seen them include a bunch of cool bonuses in the past, so it's good to hear they're at least considering it. And Sonic isn't the only one on the way to Fortnite, because leakers have also heard that R.E.P.O is coming. Just like the other popular games from Among Us to Lethal Company, now they're hopping in the trend of the next hilarious multiplayer game. It blew up earlier this year for its crazy moments and proximity chat, and now insiders have revealed we'll have these semi-bots in games sometimes. And if Epic goes the extra mile, maybe they'll even work as skins. One collab they're already attached to is Marvel. After all, Disney has a stake in Epic now, so it makes sense that we keep seeing more and more collaborations. It's not so often that one brings back the mythics. The latest update brought back the entirety of upstate New York to Blitz as its own map. We got Stark rifles, Iron Man flight, and War Machine's arsenal, but it turns out this isn't the only Marvel week coming to the mode. You see, the update added back a lot more fan favorites into the files, from Shuri's Claws, Cap's Shield, even Spider-Man's web shooters. They are all going to be be coming back in Blitz as we go through more Marvel-themed weeks, so maybe we'll even get X-Men, Wakanda, and more. It's honestly crazy to see these POIs back after so long, so it'd be even better if they evolve this map as the weeks pass to give us more Marvel areas, maybe even some new ones. They are also teasing a whole concert right in front of us, and people have been waiting months for this, so here's what's happening. Daft Punk was rumored to be a festival artist a few seasons ago, until we got deadmau5 and Bruno Mars instead. The theories died down and the community accepted it was a hoax, nothing more, until today. You see, this giant monolith on the map, it's not a storyline object, it's a stage and directly linked to a concert later this season. Players started to connect the dots and soon realized that this thing was humming. Then they went back and watched the music video for I Feel It Coming. Yeah, not only is it the same hum, but it's also them uncovering this strange object in the snow. And thanks to leakers, we know the name of the event is officially Around the World and tells us we get to make our own version of the iconic music video. But soon, we'll be making our own streams with the amount of popular icons getting added to the game. You probably already saw Kai Cenat, but it looks like they're not stopping there. During his stream, he accidentally showed off a group chat with IShowSpeed labeled for a Fortnite collab. Eagle-eyed viewers were quick to point it out and speculate that he might be next. It was a very sound theory until Kai said this.
Chat, I didn't leak Speed X Fortnite, nigga. That's our Discord group chat from when we played Fortnite. Why the would I have that?
So while it may be debunked for now, fans are still skeptical about it all, especially since both of them appeared on an officially partnered stream before Kai got his skin. So it's only fitting that Speed does too, especially with him hosting a 100k prize cup this week. Hopefully, the next update will also finalize the brand new emote UI. This has been in the works for a while now, and ever since the new season, we've had a look at it almost finished. Not only has the design changed to the modern menu look, but they've also upgraded the wheel in a way we could have never imagined. With so many emotes in the game, Fortnite never expected to make us scroll through hundreds of pages worth of dances, jam loops, sprays, and even emoticons. So it's obviously become much more difficult to find the dance you want than it was back in 2018. So now, you'll be able to open up your entire locker mid-match, letting you scroll, filter, and even search for dances to make it so much easier to find exactly what you want. Who knows, maybe they'll even add a garage in the future so we can swap out our cars, but until then, I'll be keeping it locked on the DeLorean. You heard me right, soon Fortnite is gonna port one of Rocket League's coolest car collabs, Back to the Future. So far, we only know the vehicle making its way to Fortnite, but with such a huge movie franchise, players are really hoping that Epic doesn't drop the ball and miss the opportunity to add skins for Doc and Marty. It would be insane. Ironically, the case is exactly the opposite for Batman. We've got 6 versions of him in the game, but still no Batmobile. Well, that's about to change thanks to Epic's new deal with DC. Not only are we seeing more collabs with them lately, but now they're working on porting the old ones from Rocket League to the game, giving us the 1989 Batmobile as soon as next week. Hopefully, we get the Dark Knight's Tumbler. That is the one I'm looking for. And that only makes more sense when you hear that Warner Bros., the owners of Batman, are working even closer with Epic to create their own modes in the game just like Disney. It's not yet certain if this will be a fully fledged experience like the upcoming Disney universe, or more of a UEFN collab giving creators the tools to build islands with the old DC mythics like Batman's Grappler and Batarangs. It is certain that this will only bring more characters, abilities, and eventually skins to the game just like TMNT, The Walking Dead, and others. What I'm trying to say is soon, you'll be able to play as almost any franchise in Fortnite at any time. But don't worry, because they're still keeping their originality too. Daft Punk is not the only live event set for Season 4, because leakers have found files for a second one linked to the story for the very end. The final update of the season is 37.50, so expect some kind of mini live event to conclude the bug invasion and take us straight into The Simpsons. After that is obviously Chapter 7, and with its leak theme starting off with the gala, we could only expect some of these survey skins to show up. But who better to attend a formal party than the suited assassin himself, James Bond? We've had leaks of his car being ported over from Rocket League, and with Fortnite's track record of making these into fully fledged collabs, it would make perfect sense to drop him as a skin. Who knows, maybe we could even get a pistol inspired directly from the movies. Although, the same theory went around as we entered the high season, so I guess we'll have to see if it comes true this time. We're also getting a brand new remix of Eevee any day now. She's been a fan favorite and already has 3 skins, but now she's back with a 4th, joining the OXR. She's now got her own plastic armor to fight the bug invasion, and accidentally showed up in the newsfeed earlier this week, so she's ready to release at any moment. At least we know what to expect for Fortnite's birthday. Battle Royale's anniversary falls on September 26th, so this time around, we're gonna expect this year's new medallion. Last year, this just gave you balloons slowly, which is actually more of a negative most of the time. Finally, it looks like they've heard our feedback and reworked it, because now you'll get presents for elims instead. Throw them down for bonus high tier loot, and you'll also get the brand new design for the 8th year. Around the map will also be giant cakes with birthday slices to consume for shield, all using the 2025 color theme. Now, you've already seen how much the loot pool has changed this season, but it isn't slowing down anytime soon. That's because there's a charged energy sniper on the way, and it's set to come back with the recon scanner. It sounds like the railgun, but this will deal explosive damage nearby and can overheat when used too much. So if you're a railgun fan, this one will definitely be for you. But there is another mystery that I gotta bring up. If you've been on socials the past couple of days, there's a high chance you've seen this image floating around of the Chapter 7 map. But maybe this is the first time seeing this, so I'll say it now, it's actually fake. Despite being insanely well made and missing the POIs and extra details, just like when the Chapter 5 map was leaked, this is actually an island made in UEFN. The official team came out with a statement that their map was leaked as a joke by somebody on the team to trick people into thinking it's Chapter 7, but sadly we still have no idea what the map could look like, but I gotta say, Biome Forge, you kinda did an amazing job with this one. The thing that's gotta arrive by Chapter 7 though is companions. So much has been leaked about these guys, and they're almost ready to release. Epic already has over 12 of them planned for launch, ranging from pugs to Fortnite characters like Mega Team Leader, even turtles on a skateboard. There's unlimited potential for these pets, and don't forget, they won't just be like the old ones. These guys will follow you around in game, be interactable, letting you pet them, and even reacting to the match as you play. While some people are expecting them to drop at Chapter 7, others are theorizing it could be even sooner, especially with collabs like Scooby-Doo and Simpsons on the horizon, both with iconic pets that could be perfect to kickstart the new feature. And even though Blitz is having a huge Marvel event right now, when we head back to the main island, we might just be greeted by an important story object. We've seen Asteria slowly taking over, with Mega City, Citadel, and now Anvil Park slowly emerging, and now files for the Rift Gate have been re-added. Obviously in Chapter 4, this thing was used by the Oathbound and accidentally brought Mega City, but since we already have that, it's gonna be bringing something different this time. So let me know your guesses in the comments. But there's also an interesting rumor for yet another collab coming this Fortnite mares. We've heard about classic slasher villains and cartoons on the way, but what about games? The same sources that provided accurate info on Season 3 and 4 say we'll be seeing Silent Hill arrive in just over a month. Like, imagine getting characters like James Sunderland or even Pyramid Head. There is so many possibilities. But they haven't run out of original skins either, because soon we'll be getting brand new remixes for some fan favorites. Sunny is back for her 2nd invasion, and this time, instead of supporting the aliens, she's on the side of the bugs. Anything but humans, I guess. But the best part is you're not even gonna have to pay for her. Simply get a win in Blitz's 6-stack chaos mode, and you'll get her outfit for free before her set even hits the shop. There's also a Street Ronin outfit for Kendo, where he's got his own OXR mask for the fight, and for anyone who pays attention to loading screens, this new skin was actually teased since the start of the season. So that is everything else leaked for the rest of 2025, excluding Fortnite mares. My next video drops in a couple days, so everything Fortnite mares, you'll find it in that video. It has been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.